Kakadosh Boker Ora. I just wanted to mention, first of all, a interesting halacha which is brought down in Siman Sameche. Siman Sameche Siv Bet says, קרא קריאת שמע ונכנס לבית הכנסת ומצא ציבור שקוראים קריאת שמע, צריך לקרות עמהם פסוק ראשון שלא ייראה, כאילו אינו רוצה לקבל עליו מלכות שמיים עם חבריו. What does that mean? A person comes into the Bet Knesset, now he finds that the tzibur is saying kriyat shema. So the halacha states is that you have to read it with them. Why? Because if not, it's going to appear as if that you don't want to accept upon yourself the yoke of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the yoke of heaven. So you read it with them. However, though, the next part is even more important. The same halacha would apply if a person's in the Bet Knesset and he's in other parts of the tefillah and he's saying psukim or tachronim, right? He would also have to do so. So, for example, if it's going to be in a place where you would have to answer, so therefore you would have to do so as well. That's why the Ashkenazim would do so in certain parts of Pesukei de Zimra, because you would be able to say Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. However, though Maran says, Aval imu asuk bimkom she'eno rasha lifsok. For example, Baruch She'amar ve'elach. For example, Baruch She'amar onwards. Lo yafsik, you're not allowed to stop. Ela yomar atevot she'omer b'shah she'atzibur omer pesuk rishon. You continue saying you're part of the tefillah where you are praying. However, though, he says, Beniguna tzibur. You have to do it with the tune of the tzibur. Why? Because it appears that you're reading it with them. Which means like this. If right now they're saying Kriyat Shema, so they start Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad, and I'm right now in the middle of Asher Yeshuvah Betecha. Now if I'm going to come and I'm going to say Poteach et Yadecha U'Masfel Lecha Letzom, and I'm going to say it so out loud, so therefore I'm not reading Kriyat Shema with them. So therefore it defeated the entire purpose. The purpose is that once I'm going to come and I could continue reading, but it sounds like I'm praying with you. Why? Because once it sounds that I'm praying with the tzibur, so therefore it does not appear that I'm actually separating myself from the tzibur. I'm reading with the tzibur. So therefore it's very, very important, right, that whenever we're going to be doing this, that we pay attention that we are reading with the tzibur. Because there's a tzibur that they're going at a certain pace, and therefore we're supposed to be reading along with them. The next halacha has to do with what we were speaking about yesterday, the day before with Kaddish, which goes as follows. We say, Be'alma divera chir uteh. I'm sure you've heard some people, they say, Be'alma divera kir uteh. Now, the way that I just said it the second time around is wrong. Now, why is it wrong? And I will explain. If you right now come and you say in Dikduk, when you say, Be'alma divera chir uteh, it means in the world, Be'alma, in the world, divera that you created, chirute kirtsono, right, as his will. So therefore it's all connected as one. So it's be'alma divera chirute, and then you're going to say yamlich malchute v'yatzmach kulkaneh v'kareh meshicheh. However, though, there is a shita of the Gaon Vilna that what you're supposed to do is be'alma divera, right? Be'alma divera is a mamar muskar, which means it's a pasek. You have to stop there. And what happens? We're saying be'alma divera, right? HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world. And then V'yamlich Malchuteh V'yatzmach Kiruteh is going back on Yitgadal V'yitkadash. And therefore, if you're going to pause there, so then you're right. If you're putting a pause, so now it does become Kiruteh. However, though, to say Be'alma Divera Kiruteh V'yamlich Malchuteh for sure is a mistake, because you're not going like one or you're going like the other. So therefore, the minhag of Morocco and Tunisia, which that was the minhag of Maran, and that was the minhag of the majority of the Rishonim and the Acharonim, were to do Be'alma divera chiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, because there's no pause and you continue going. However, though, there was, right, brought down according to Rav Vadi Yosef, and in Jerba they had the minhag of going like that, not in Tunisia, which was to say kiruteh. But if you do that, you would have to say Be'alma divera, comma, pasek, and then you would have to continue kiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, right? You would have to continue after that. The same halacha would be at the end of the Amidah. The end of the Amidah, we have the minhag of doing the Nusach of Rabbi David Abu Daham. Rabbi David Abu Daham and others, they actually went, there were two different minhagim, but we went like the Tfilat HaChodesh, that at the end of the Kaddish, we say, Diatvin v'askim be'reita kadishta, Yelana ulhon ulchon shelama china v'chista v'chaya rechem zoner v'chev v'chameh. That was a minhag of the Tfilat HaChodesh and the majority of the Sidurim, whether it's the Shlach Kadosh and many others as well. And that was also the minhag of Morocco and Tunisia as well. So therefore, when we're doing the Kaddish, that's why we have a special Kaddish, and it's actually on the wall, that people should pay attention, that they actually read the Kaddish, which again, that went from Tfilat HaChodesh, these are Sidurim that went back more than 1,000 years. where the majority of the outskirts of Eretz Yisrael, they were using these Sidurim. So therefore, this is where we have this minhag of saying the Kaddish al Yisrael based upon this as well.